Bobby Wine, we needed you to be here today at the Constitutional Court, but you are there in London speaking Ludicha. They ask you, then you are saying the law is not made by Ugandans. No, Bobby Wine, what you are doing is you are now changing. Don't change. In fact, you told us you left me in the struggle. Bobby, don't leave me in the struggle. Now I'm here alone, looking for money, fundraising. I have the stickers out.
A panel of judges led by Deputy Chief Justice Richard Buteera have said that the judgment in the 4 petitions which were consolidated shall be delivered on notice after lawyers for both Attorney General and the petitioners agreed to file written submission. Other judges are Kiryabwire Muzamiru Kibedi, Monica Mugenyi, and Christopher Gashirabake. The court pronouncements for the submissions by lawyers stating that they agree to proceed with the case by way of written submission. Onyang Owol, one of the lawyers representing the petitioners, said that they would file their final submission by Wednesday, 20th December, and thereafter the court shall proceed to deliver its judgment. The court is set to deliver its decision based on 14 issues that were set by the parties in their pleading for determination.
The court has received all the pleadings for all the lawyers and the parties involved in this case. They have received written submissions. At the guidance of the court, the lawyers have agreed to conclude this case by way of written submissions. So we will not appear again in this court. As far as the court appearance for lawyers, this is it. The next time we will come back to court is when the court tells us that the judgment is ready.
The petitions were filed by West Budama MP for Sodoi, lawyer Nicholas Opio, Uganda's ambassador to South Africa, Kintu Nyagungo, veteran journalist Andrew Mwenda, Makerere University law professors Sylvia Tamale Businje, Kavumba, and several civil society organizations. They contend that the Anti-Homosexuality Act 2023 alters a 2014 Constitutional Court decision which nullified a similar law and is therefore inconsistent with Article 92 of the Constitution. It is alleged that the Anti-Homosexuality Act 2023 was passed within a record period of 60 days instead of 45 days period provided by the rule of Parliament. They further alleged that Parliament enacted the controversial law on May 2nd, 2023 without meaningful and adequate public participation, which is inconsistent and in contravention of Article 128A, 20, 36, 38, and 79, and Objective 11, Clause 1 of the National Objectives and the Directive Principle of State Policy of the Constitution.
In the midst of a cultural war, our biggest issue, though, as a people, most people don't know. Most people do not know that in 2012 and 2016 and 2021, America gave an executive order that to combat, the word is combat, every country that has laws criminalizing homosexuality. So we are in the midst of a cultural war. In the midst of a cultural war. So my concern today is the pressure. That's why I came today. I said, I don't think that the Attorney General is enough to be able to make the decision for us. I will represent my people. Stephen Langa came along. They put up you notice the homosexuals really fought us. The people who espouse to say freedom, equality, constitutionalism, they fought tooth and nail to stop us having our day in court. But I'm very glad the judges told Nicholas Opio to pray for the rain. You remember it got so hot. Nicholas says, please, we need air conditioning. And the judges say, Nicholas, you go pray for rain. Because we put up a huge heated argument and were able to succeed. So I'm glad that our statements are in. Our video, we've submitted videos of recruitment. I cannot be able to share those to you because they are criminal. But you see men, older men, teaching young boys to do sodomy.
The petitioners asked the court to throw out the anti-homosexuality law because it infringes on the rights and freedoms including speech and association of gay people. They also claim that it is unlawful for the government to criminalize same-sex marriage or same-sex relationship among adults. The petition is against the Attorney General, who is the government chief legal advisor, Pastor Martin Semper of Makere Community Church, and Engineer Stephen Langa of Family Life Network. The Attorney General, who represents the government, argues that the provision of the Anti-Homosexuality Act 2023 are not inconsistent with or in contravention with the provision of the Constitution, international treaties, covenant, and declaration. The government lawyers contends that the legislation does not alter 2014 decision by the Constitutional Court, saying the decision judgment was based on the lack of quorum and did not go to the substance of the legislation. About the law, the Anti-Homosexual Law 2023 prescribes tough penalties for various offenses, including participating in promotion, facilitation, and the failure to report act of homosexuality. Penalty range from death for aggravated homosexuality to imprisonment not more than 20 years.
The court is we are not in question. What we are saying is that those people who are giving us timeline should stop. What we are saying that America that is saying if you don't cancel this law by January 1st, they should stop. They are interfering in the operations of a sovereign state. And that is why we are saying we do not want homosexuality. My message is to Bobby Wine. Bobby Wine, we needed you to be here today at the Constitutional Court. But you are there in London speaking Rudicha. They ask you, then you are saying the law is not made by Ugandans. No, Bobby Wine, what you are doing is you are now changing. Don't change. In fact, you told us you left me in the struggle. Bobby, don't leave me in the struggle. Now I'm here alone, looking for money, fundraising. I have the stickers out. But Bobby Wine, we are asking you, you are mubiri. You are the one who are saying if there is a struggle to wear your mubiri. But now why are you now not why your mubiri? Why your mubiri? To wear your mubiri. To you wear your mubiri. No, it's very weak. The law is very weak. The law is very weak as of now. It needs to be made stronger. And in fact, what we want to do, we want to ask the court, we want to ask to stop these arguments. We want to go to the Speaker of Parliament and ask for a complete constitutional amendment, writing in black and white that homosexuality is illegal. Homosexuality, transgender is illegal. That way, there will be no need to come here. This is a waste of time. How can you come here and fight over something that is clear? It is illegal.
In fact, if anything, our legislators did not investigate how the West is disgusted with having opened the door for a transgender legal regime. We need a comprehensive study of the long-term impact of a transgender regime, the conversion of young people, the forcing of girls into boys' toilets, the issues on athletics. There is a whole cocoon, a maze of moral confusion and legal confusion. Our legislators were not exposed enough. They were being told human rights, whereas actually in their own country, people are in tears and are longing to be where we are. So the laws are weak. And as this law is sustained, we need further investigations on the long-term impact on family life, on science, and on economics. You may be denied aid today. Even that aid will make you a greater slave of aid. It won't prosper you. So we need to deepen the laws. I have been a first-hand victim of the criminal methods and intentions of the LGBTQ movement. And I have come here to support the Parliament of Uganda. I feel the Republic of Uganda, they do not know the gravity of the matter. What is it we are looking to protect? The country where the LGBTQ transgender regime has accepted these laws are crying out for having opened the door.
Exactly.
We have just, Uganda has an act against female genital mutilation, which is cutting off parts of the sexual organs.
Yeah.
I want to show a very obscene picture about the emasculation, about the ridiculous things that people in the West are going through without even reference to parents. I apologize for the obscenity here, but I must speak for the parents in Uganda, the honorables, the lawyers, who are claiming that LGBTQ is some kind of human rights. The West is confused. I can talk about this from three perspectives. One, Uganda's constitution tells you for God and my country.
Yes.
Here you're saying for Aphrodite. Aphrodite is the goddess of sex. It is not for sex and my country. We cannot change the laws. We are protecting the constitution. Is this for God? Look at the effect of children. I have built 8 educational institutions. LGBTQ got in from primary 1. They put their flags on every door. A kid being born today is being compelled before you learn how to play, before you discover your talent, that you define yourself in terms of LGBT. In America, in Britain, a kid is going to school when his name is Daniel. The teachers are telling them, you actually look like a girl and feel like a girl. Change your name to Stella and your penis will be removed and you'll be made into a woman. Come on, Uganda. Is this what Honorable Foxodoi would like his grandson to go through?
Is this what Barack
That
Obama
your son and your daughter will go to school when they are a boy, they will be convinced that looking at you, you need breasts and you need a vagina. You can no longer be a man.
Imagine.
So, what awaits Uganda as a result of striking down this act is hell itself. Take it on from a scientific perspective. There can be transformative science which helps to cure disease, to manage our society better. There can be deformative science which wants the African young girls and boys to be actors in homo pornography, which wants to liberalize commercial sex. This is sexual capitalism at its worst. Sex tourists want to come. I have been reading about the philosophy of post-colonial sexual theory, papers written from Cambridge, which says that queer, the Q in LGBT, is that which enables a person to change their orientation. When they are in India, they want a woman. When they are in Latin America, they want a man.
Imagine.
So the Anti-Homosexuality Act is foundational. You can't say that for financial implications on the act, that we can't tell. For God and my country, if anything, we need to amend the constitution and say Uganda is not a secular country. It is a godly but non-denominational country. The foundations are being hit. In Eastern Uganda are only cutting the lips. These are emasculating the entire sexual system.
Those are some of the reasons why these people want this law to be nullified. Based on their grounds, we've heard from the petitioners and the defenders. So that's all for today. Kindly like, subscribe, share, and like and subscribe. This video is a courtesy of Courts Update UG. Thank you for being part of this video.